Hello everyone. This is the pre-market report video for today, 9th July 2024 for the Indian stock market in terms of Nifty and Bank Nifty. First, let's quickly have a look about what happened yesterday. Overall, we know Nifty closed very near to absolute flat, roughly only 3 points down compared to Friday's closing. It opened flat. In between, it had dropped around 0.3%. In the end, that also recovered. If we see the Nifty contribution for the third day in a row, more or less same number of stocks advanced and same number of stocks declined. Yesterday, 24 stocks contributed on the positive side, whereas 26 stocks contributed on the negative side. ITC was the top Nifty positive contributor, whereas HDFC Bank and Titan were the top negative contributors. Regarding the reason, we'll see in a moment. But the thing to note here is, on a closing basis, in the past 3-4 trading sessions, Nifty barely moved, and the similar thing happened between 18th to 24th June. And then for minor reasons, it jumped to above 24,000 and started to crawling again. Especially in the last 4 trading sessions, it was like a straight line. So it looks like there is a strong indecisiveness. Anyway, looking at the sector, major draggers were PSU banks and metal stocks, and the positive contributor is FMCG. Here in the PSU banking space, during weekend, Bank of Baroda released their provisional business outlook, like how HDFC Bank released on last Wednesday, Thursday time, which we discussed in detail in the last video. And according to Money Control website, quarter-on-quarter basis, Bank of Baroda's total deposit, instead of growing, it fell 1.6%, whereas credit side also it dropped 1.7%. So because of this poor provisional business outlook, Bank of Baroda shares yesterday dropped 4%, which in turn dragged down the whole PSU banking stock. Whereas for metals, for the whole sector, Morgan Stanley released the statement that for the moment sector is doing good, but in the coming month, due to the slowness in demand and not so good monsoon, might cause the concerns which in turn drags the sector by 1%. On the flip side, these 3 FMCG companies released the better than expected business outlook. Yearly basis, Marico volume grown 3%, Dabur volume grown 4.2%, whereas Adani Wilmar volume increased 11%. So mainly volume, but also provisional revenue also exceeds the analyst expectation, which in turn made the whole FMCG sector to increase near 2%, especially Marico, which increased 4%. In addition, there is a general consensus that this upcoming July month budget will favor the rural consumptions like. All these made the ITC to trade positive and balance out in the Nifty index. In fact, institution-wise, for the 4th day in a row, FII was net buyers, but yesterday they net bought for only 61 crore rupees. In case of DI, they are also net buyers. They net bought for approximately 2,850 crore rupees. However, the overall market was not that positive. For example, yesterday only 43% of the listed stocks closed on the positive note. On the other hand, 11% more, 54% of the listed stocks closed negative, which means 11% more number of stocks were negative than that closed positive. So those were the key takeaway from yesterday's Indian market. Let's move to US market. Here, because I haven't made the pre-market video yesterday, I like to highlight some Friday things. If required, please pause and have a look. These are the 3 very important US jobs related macro. First, average hourly pay increase compared to May month increased 0.3%, which was more or less analysts also expected those. However, in the May month over April, it was 0.4%. So the hourly pay increase was dropping, which is what market wants, since this will reduce the direct inflation. Second, the number of new non-farm jobs added in June month was around 206,000 and it is above the analyst expected value. However, in comparison to May month data, it was 10,000 jobs less, so we can say it's mildly market favored. Then the third, very important, US unemployment rate increased to 4.1%, which was above the May month and also above the analyst expected value. So this is a market friendly data because this will force the Fed to perform the interest rate cut. Hence, the global momentum during the weekend and yesterday was okay. So, S&P 500 and Nasdaq both opened fresh all-time high value. However, today, Fed chairman is going to testify before the US Senate regarding the future monetary policy, and the same tomorrow he is going to do it in front of US House Representative. So, which made the US market nervous last night. In addition, this coming Thursday, US consumer inflation data for June month is due to release, which is very much crucial for the September month interest rate cut decision. All those nervousness made the US market to close around flat. Dow Jones decreased very marginal 0.08%, whereas S&P 500 increased very marginal 0.1% and Nasdaq up by 0.27%. In case of VIX, it decreased 1% and moved near 12.5. About oil, it haven't changed much. At the time of this video, Brent crude trading around 85.5 US dollars per barrel and WTI crude trading at 82 US dollars per barrel. Coming to Indian ADR, if required, please pause and have a look. This is my ADR analysis sheet which I made I think more than a year ago. Basically in this, I compare the ADR price to Indian spot market price. Let's analyze this. First of all, last 3 ADR and 1 Reliance GDR closed positive. Only ICICI Bank ADR was mildly down, not much. But if you see the 1 month arbitrage difference, except HDFC Bank, all the other roughly trading around 1% negative. Here it's not just yesterday, almost for last 1 month it was like that. Usually this will be neutral to other way around, like those who want to buy Indian ADR and abroad, they pay the premium, but now this completely upside down. Locally we pay premium and in abroad it was cheaper. Before last January, HDFC Bank ADR had the dollar premium of around 7.5 to 8%. That also now dropped to 5%. Honestly, I don't know why this changed, but worth to know. If anybody knows, please let me know in the comment section. About GIFT Nifty, today early morning it closed at 24,380, which was 20 points less than the GIFT Nifty value at the time of yesterday's closing, which in turn indicating the flat to negative opening. So those were the things happened yesterday in the global market. Now let's look at the new India specific info. I mean like how the PSU banks and FMCG released their provisional outlook. Similarly, pharma sector and insurance sector both also released provisional business outlook last night. First, about pharma. Overall, the sector grown 8.8% yearly basis in the June month, which is higher than the India Rating Agency expected value 6.5%. Sector-wise looks okay. But if we see individually, according to NDTV profit, Cipla, Glenmark, Alchem Lab and Torrent Pharma, those grew more than the sector growth, whereas Dr. Reddy's, Ajanta Pharma, Pfizer and some more underperformed than the overall sector. So today, pharma stocks will be on focus. Similarly, on the insurance side, according to Business Standard, LIC's new business premium increased 23% compared to a year ago, which looks good. I mean, for other, please have a look at this table. These are the India's listed insurance companies and how much they grown in the June month. In this, only HDFC Life posted a single digit growth and Max Life posted the negative growth. Either way, insurance sector also will be on focus today. As a summary, US market closed flat to mixed, so global momentum is paused. In line with that, GIFT Nifty early morning closed 20 points negative compared to yesterday's spot market closing time, which in turn indicating the flat to negative opening. Moving on, weekly index open interest wise, 25,000 got the maximum call option, followed by 24,500, and on the other hand, 24,000 got the maximum put option, followed by 24,200. Then as per the stock open interest, Titan, Balakrishna Industries, Divi's Lab, Tata Chemicals, SRF and Page Industries got an increase in open interest along with a negative close, indicates the short build-up. On the other hand, Infosys, Bata India, IRCTC, Voltas and Britannia are some of the stocks which got the long build-up. About the things to look out, there is nothing that I'm aware of other than Fed Chairman's speech in front of Senate. So that's all in this video. Hope you all got some useful information. Please consider subscribing to the channel and liking the video so it will help me beat the YouTube algorithm and also motivate me to do. Please don't make any investment decision based on this, as I'm not a SEBI registered advisor. I'm doing this for me and viewers educational purpose only. Thanks for watching.